Have you ever wanted something so bad, especially we talking about a job? You on at work and you see an assignment, a new position, and you want it so bad. And what did you do? You tell your coworker slash best BFF, and before you know it, you look around, who got the position? Not you. Oh my God, not again. Just when I thought I could trust someone, just when you think this person is your friend, because I know they said your coworker is not your best friend, but I have to test it out. I have to take that step. Why do we keep making these mistakes? All these thoughts going into your head. Why? Why me? You gotta trust, you gotta care. It's your friend, you relax, and just when you thought, bam, that's when your eyes open up. Hello again, this is Patrice M. Foster. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. To my old subscriber, thank you for staying with me, sticking it out every time. You showed up and you respond. To the new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a channel we talk about nursing, everything about nursing, and I am a nurse, and issues that we deal with in nursing, and we try to find solutions. At least that's what I think we're doing here. If you like this channel and you want to hear more, please support me. Please comment below, click the notification button twice. Let YouTube know that I'm relevant, that I'm bringing you knowledge, that you're learning something from me so that you don't make the same mistakes that I have made over the years. So I was on YouTube again and I was reading an article that with what's going on in the world, the United States, I should say, co-workers are turning against each other. And I thought about those things. It's sad. So I was thinking, anyone ever had a situation where you wanted that position? You wanted it so bad. You could feel yourself just walking into it. And you went and you made that mistake. Because one of the things, if you want to be successful, don't ever tell anybody what you're going to do. Somehow, somewhere, either the universe or the person that you tell create this energy and you don't get the position. Because people change. And what the article was saying, or the YouTuber who present the article to us on the YouTubes, is that co-workers are turning against each other, meaning they're backstabbing each other just to keep the job. Jobs are scarce now, not only in nursing. I used to go on travel assignment, and my friend and I, we talk. She said, "Did you get a contract? Did this one get a contract?" There are people, let me backtrack. Anytime I get an assignment and it's a high paying assignment, I try to recommend others that I know are in a predicament or would like to know what's going on. And there's this quite a few nurses I notice. They'll be at the airport. You will never know they get an offer until you see them on the plane or in the state that they got the contract. But, and then it's, to me, it's like a show off. I used to remind a lot of people, oh, here's this one, this is paying this. And sometimes they get to go and I don't go, which it's never an issue. I don't get resentful or anything. But there's a couple nurses that I know that they will keep everything a secret. They won't tell you when an assignment, you'll hear it after, way after, when the assignment is like a week after, that, oh, I was in Hawaii, I was in California, I was doing this, and I'm getting ready to go somewhere else. And you didn't even know that was an assignment that you could have submit yourself for until after. But they would get so mad if you go and you get the contract and they were sitting home. That's how some people are. So we just learn to live with it. If you've been in nursing long enough, you know that some days you have to be careful of what you say, who you say it with. Choose your words wisely. You never know, there could be family working. Yes, that's what I say. Being in the South, I notice the family might be working too. And the main thing that I know in nursing, that you don't ever know if that person's really genuine or they have, for me, and I'm always going to use me as an example. People could just don't like you for no reason. I've always seen myself as the underdog. I like it to be the underdog because I know where I'm going, where I'm heading, and only me know that. Now, I learned the lesson later in life. But what I find, people can just judge you, shut you down for just the way you look, just the way you talk. Sometimes you don't even have to speak. They can't stand you. If you're not one of those, you just walk into a room and they just hate you for no reason. But the topic here is, times are hard when nurses are struggling and backstabbing and snakish attitude amongst each other just to hold on to their jobs. And what I mean by that, they're the ones that will go to the administrator, will go to the charge nurse, maybe even go above to the DO and tell them, if that's your friend. You don't know what people saying behind your back. In your face, they're your friends, but behind the back is the enemy, because they're going to these people and telling them about you. Whatever happened to your family, they go, oh, she has an issue with her family. Her daughter is a drug addict. Her this and that. Something that and I'm not saying that, I'm just using these as an example. Something personal that you tell them and you don't want anybody to know. You just have to be careful because you're working with this person now and they want the same thing you have. And maybe they feel some kind of resentment of you. And it's most of the time what I find is, I don't know. I just, It's a complex situation. But, when it happens, it can hurt. But I'm going to tell you how to get around that. You can't take it personal. People are going to judge you based on your looks, based on make a judgment. They call it the first impression is the first thing. I like to give people a chance. When I first heard about this, that nurses are turning against each other, co-worker war, not physical war, but is a war going on. And I thought about the low moral in the workplace and what's going on in the world. People are trying to hold it together no matter which way they can, because everything is skyrocketing. That's what I was thinking on a broader scale. But I started to wonder, the environment being hostile for a while. And when you're working short every day and you're working at this pay that's not enough to feed your family, so you have to take a second job. And you see a new nurse just come in and she makes way more than you. Maybe they're PRN. And it creates bitterness amongst the co-workers. They resent the fact that this new nurse, blonde, whatever, young, just came on board, got the charge position, and you've been wanting this position for so long and been turned down because, I would say, loyalty. When you are loyal, somehow it just don't work out for you. But this feisty blonde came in and she made her way up to the top. I don't know the hidden agenda, but I know she's now your charge nurse. It creates bitterness amongst some older nurse and some younger nurse too. The moral, they become bitter and everybody's fighting against each other. There's no unity. And that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's the environment, but I can't overlook the fact that a person that you eat with, you call every day, and they call you your BFS, your working best friend, turn against you and backstab you for the position because it pays a little more, get it over you. It hurts, yes, but I'm here to tell you, don't let it stress you out. When I get turned down, when I get these letters, rejection letters, yeah, because I get it too. I may be an experienced nurse, but I get it too. You just not my type. They don't say it like that. They said, we're not moving forward with this. I don't know why. Sometime when a company you apply to, even on the job, if you wanted to move up and they say, we're not moving forward with this, you may internalize rejection. Not me. Yeah, I might be a little sad I didn't get it, but over the years, I've toughened up and I realized that. And I always say, if it was meant for me, I would have gotten it. If I was supposed to go to the contract, I would have got it. Since I didn't get it, there must be a reason, because I believe that the universe, the energy, and I'm not getting too spiritual here for those who's not into spirituality. I believe what I ask for, I usually get it. So I'm careful to ask for certain things because I might change my mind and regret it. But I haven't regretted so far. I get everything I ask for. Not right away, in time. But also, I noticed that when I don't get what I want, like I wanted to go on that contract because that contract was paying mega bucks. And my friend rub it in my face that she's there taking pictures, seeing the place, but she never let me know. Was she really a friend? I don't think so. So it wasn't meant for me. And then I'm hearing that it wasn't a very good experience for them. So don't be discouraged if you don't get what you want. If somebody backstab you and get it, they might not be comfortable in that position. Don't worry about it. It wasn't meant for you. And if you think that way, be positive about it. Something is coming your way. Something better. Something 10 times better is coming your way. Things come to us when we least expect it. So if you're in a situation where you're in an environment, in a hospital or wherever, nursing career, it could be corrections too, nursing home, clinic, whatever, and you find that you were discouraged not to take your friend said, no, you don't want that position. That's stressful. We can't go out. And then you turn around and she has the position. I'm here to tell you, just congratulate and move on. Always keep a positive environment in the workplace. Yeah, it may be difficult working and trusting the person, but you gotta remember, you're not there for the relationship. You're there to take care of the patient. And that's number one. Keep it short. You have to deal with this person. You have to talk to them. You have to communicate. Be kind, be respectful, listen. Don't get into your feelings. And even though you might find when you want to speak, you're not being negative, but they'll turn it around and make you seem like you're the negative one. Just remain calm. Don't react. People, I find, like to triggers you to be this angry black woman. And I'm not talking about it's a white person trying to trigger you. Anyone will try to paint you that you're angry. Just remain calm. I was in a situation, all I wanted to ask some question, and the director of nursing shut me down. Oh, we're not going to talk about that now. Or don't get into your feelings. People don't like the truth. If you didn't know that, when you start speaking the truth, you get shut down, you get passed over, you won't get the position you want. The position you want will go to the others, the one that parties, the one that they see them as more friendly, they more, you'll see them in the break room a lot, but you are out there, they're able to push over, you're the pushover. Because I've heard people say it all the time, thinking that I'm a weak person because I don't speak up or anything. But certain things, you can't let your blood pressure go up. You can't let these people think that you're gonna argue with them. I don't have time for that. Certain things I kind of just ignore and move on. I know that when I walk away from anyone, I don't never look back, because I don't want to turn into a pillar of salt. Because if you go back to that same friend, She's already showed you she's not your friend. And everybody say co-workers is not your friend. So you thinking that was your friend and she went behind your back, backstabbed you and got the position. But you can't do anything about it. She's your boss now. You just be respectful and kind. They're expecting you to create problems, but you don't. So the reason why I think there's a lot of friction in nursing, there's a lot of low morale because corporation, they say, don't like us to get along, don't like teamwork. They call it teamwork, but it's not really teamwork because everybody's playing the field, doing different things. And we're always short, so there's going to be a lot of resentment. Nurses talk about their salary. That's another friction. That's another resentment. They like to boast, I make this. And you can, I don't understand. Not that I don't understand. No one wants to know you make more than them. So just keep your mouth shut. If you're making more than me, please do not tell me. Because I will feel some kind of way if you walk in the door and make double and I'm still in this position and I'm loyal to the company. I come and I do all the overtime for them. And that's just an example. So understand how the person feels. So we want more communication with each other. We want to be kind and respectful. Even though they hurt you, you go somewhere and you just take a deep breath and just move on. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the shift, and remember who pay you? The patients. And that's the reality. And that's how I see it. And remember, if it's not for you, it wasn't meant for you, don't get stressed about it. So all these things that we're hearing that coworkers are, falling against, and some of us are hanging on to our job for dear life. I don't stress about it. Because somebody's looking out for me. Somebody's providing for me. And I know at the end of the day, it might take a little longer. That I like a lot, 24 Laws of Power, I believe. And it tells you how to get along with people and learn people. And I love that book because you learn who's the snake and what to look for in a person. And so I figure out, try to get to know your coworkers. That way you won't make that mistakes. But the most important thing is keep respectful boundary. Boundaries are important. If you have working with aggressive personality type person, what you do is just be respectful. Don't get into anything. They will come off, because I find like a lot of people in nursing, they wants to be the boss. When I go on contract, they all want to be charge nurse. And not because they were charge nurse wherever state they came from. Because it's like, maybe it's a $5 extra or $10. They gravitate for the money. I have never, ever run to those positions. They asked me if I could do it. I checked off on the checklist. Yes. But I've never go up and try to, go into these big wig face and say, I want to be charge nurse or do that. Those things don't matter to me. I just want to do my patient and leave the floor. Do my work and do the floor. If you want to talk to me, yes, I'll talk to you as a coworker. but I don't get involved in trying to, I used to do it, confrontation, not chargers. I used to, if I see two people arguing, I may step in. One time I was on the bus, and this was a travel assignment, and they were taking us to work. I don't know if it was a correction position in California or a hospital, but they were taking us to work and picking us up. And these two nurses, they got up, and because I was in the middle, I kind of get up and stand in between them because these are two grown women and they were about to fight. So I was able to calm them down and stop them. I don't want to be in that position to see that or get caught in the middle. So I try to calm them down. But unfortunately, not many people are like that. People wanted to see that, then they go back and they talk about it. And as a matter of fact, that day, I got a lot of phone call from administration was asking me about what happened. I didn't respond. I guess people on the bus went and told. We were going to settle it. I'm glad they separated. They didn't fight. So if we can work, what I'm trying to say, if we can work together, come up with solution, yes, we're going to have disagreement, but we are stronger if we support each other. But unfortunately, that's just a dream. I can't see it happening. And with what's going on now, more than ever, jobs are scarce. They're going to be people the competition, I would say, is fierce. And then you working at a hospital, they always short. People not happy. They call out every day. And now they say you're going to be floating all over the place. And if you watch that, who's mostly floating? The ones that they call a pushover. But you're not really a pushover. You just want to keep the peace. You just want to do your job and go home in peace. You don't want to take the job home. But the ones that all they're thinking of, I'm just going to have to go in there and tell the boss how nice her nails is nice and whatever. Anything that will get me from doing what I don't want to do. So nurse face physical and verbal abuse every day. From the ER, med surge to psych. And it's not always the patient, but you just hear it from me. In a case like those, you have to speak up. Most people would just say, brush it off, because you're in an environment that you think that nobody care. You think administration won't care. You document, you did the right thing, you speak up, and nothing happened. I'm here to tell you, do not tolerate those behaviors from anyone. With the patient, as a nurse, there's nothing we can do because we can't fight back. I wouldn't suggest you fight back your co-worker either. Just walk away. You keep walking away. And I know there's going to be someone say, Patrice, I can't just walk away. She pushed me this, and you were in the med room fighting. Don't let someone else bring you down to their level. You bring them up to your level, and you're better than that. Remember that. Have a wonderful day or night in your state or your country.